Welcome everyone to Trend Micro Talks. I am your host, Erin Tomie, and today we're talking to Trend Micro cloud software developer, Brent Jackson. Brent, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Erin. How about you?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm very happy to have you here on the show, and I'd love to just start with you sharing a bit about your role here at Trend Micro.
Awesome. So right now I've got a small little team of developers that I'm leading, and we've been building out a cloud-native security application platform using lots of cloud-native technologies to help developers and security operations centers protect their resources and their assets.
Yeah, and I know, Brent, we actually started at Trend Micro around the same time. So you just passed 6 years, and I'm about to hit that milestone. And I also know that Trend, like me, is the first company you joined after graduating with your computer engineering degree. How did you find out about Trend back then? What made you want to become a trender?
Honestly, I remember it was in fourth year, and I was kind of just walking around between class, and someone told me there's a career fair going on, and I was like, oh, I should probably, check that out. So I went and walked in, and there was the Trend booth, and actually one of my former classmates who was a year ahead of me was on the other side of the booth, and she kind of flagged me down, and I respected her, and I was chatting with the other recruiters that were there, and they seemed to all be really enthusiastic. They told me a little bit about the lifestyle and kind of the work-life balance and the exciting technologies and problems that Trend got to work with. And so they brought me in for an interview, and I really just kind of clicked with the interviewers. And then, a few months later, I'm walking into the office on the first day. So, it was kind of, I didn't necessarily go out and zone in on like, I want to work at Trend immediately, but they were there, they caught my eye, they seemed really enticing and exciting, and I mean, I've been here 6 years, I love it here, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, so 6 years later, have they how's that recruiting team delivered on what you expected?
Yeah, pretty much. Like they hit the nail on the head in terms of fun and exciting problems and bleeding edge technology and really just the nice people and great work-life balance. I'm not feeling like I'm getting pulled into evening meetings. And the parking lot's empty at 6 p.m., so it's great.
So have you always been interested in computer engineering? Like, how did that become your education at university, your career path? Were you always into computers and playing around with tech when you were younger?
I definitely was. I know my parents both worked growing up, so they sent me to summer camps, and every spring it was like, all right, pick 8 summer camps, and we're sending you to them. And one of the ones that I really liked was this computer camp at the local university here, where they taught you how to like make simple websites just using raw HTML, like not even any CSS or anything on top of it. And I thought that was so cool. And so I kind of went back to that camp multiple times. And then as I got older, I worked a summer job there where I was on the other side of the coin, teaching younger kids how to make websites, make games. And when I went engineering was just kind of a natural choice, and software engineering fell in line there too, and it was just something I picked up easily, something I enjoyed, something I'm passionate about.
Yeah, I wonder if your parents expected, when they kind of gave you that decision, pick some summer camps, if they ever thought, oh, maybe one of these could become a career path. And it sounds like the time was well spent at summer camp as a kid.
Yep, it absolutely was.
All right, so 6 years in, what have been some highlight points at Trend Micro for you, Brent?
So I know it touched on like the bleeding edge technologies, and when I came in, we were kind of working on this stack that was been around for a long time, and we had the unique opportunity to basically break off and build a new platform from the ground up, like greenfield programming, and just build the whole platform, new microservices, new technologies, new languages, all cloud native, and that was just such an exciting experience, because I think a lot of the time you're software developers, you spend a ton of your time reading code that other people wrote, maintaining systems and applications that other people built, and for me to be part of a team that actually got to go and be that kind of road paving team and built that first microservice to flesh out this platform we built was just really exciting, and I was on a team with really energizing people, so that was a really highlight of my career, I think.
Brent, I know your team really appreciates having you here at Trend. I know you are one of the first friendly faces I got to know when I was a young marketer, new at Trend, didn't know anyone in the cafeteria, kind of like being in school again, and you were always a friendly face. So I appreciated having you there. And 6 years later, here we are talking on this show, and I'm really happy that those recruiters delivered on their promises, and we're both happy here at Trend. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Likewise, Erin. It was so nice to catch up with you. Have a great day yourself, too.